This is Eman Booze. My back is killing me. We done got a foot of snow out here today, and we was outside shoveling, and the damn snow was like slushy as hell, like a 7-Eleven Slurpee. I mean, every shovelful was like 49 pounds. My back done just tore up. And I got to do something to fix it. And I can only think of one thing that is going to help set it right. And that's this here Laird 7.5-year-old old apple brandy. Now, Laird's is America's first commercial distillery. They started in 1780. And what they do here, this is a really neat spirit. They start with a whole bunch of apples, and they do this in the fall when the apples are ready, obviously, and at the harvest time, and they mash them all up and everything and get the juice out, and then they ferment them, and it take anywhere from a week to 30 days to ferment. They're fermented in these big vessels outside, and they don't even put any yeast in there. It's just the apple juice itself, and the wild yeast probably gets in there and ferments everything. And once they get it all fermented, they run it through the steel up at about 160 proof, and then they cut it down to 130 proof, and they put it in new charred oak barrels, and they age it. Now, you may have heard of Laird's before. There's a product called Applejack that's out there. The label don't look nothing like this here label. It's a taller, thinner bottle. That's one of the spirits they make too. Now, that spirit, though, is only 35% of straight brandy, the apple brandy, and the rest is grain neutral spirit. This here, 100% of the apple brandy. So this here more like a bourbon because it's aged in that charred barrel, but it's got the fruit note with it as well. So, guess how many pounds of apples it takes to make one bottle of this here? 16 pounds of apples. It takes 7,000 pounds of apples to make one 50-gallon barrel. Boy, they're using up all the apples in Virginia. It's a good thing. It's a good thing the Shenandoah Valley, grows a lot of apples, and they grow some good ones too. Now, this is made in a town called North Garden, Virginia, just a little southwest of Charlottesville. Okay, so that's where this is made. All right, now let's take a look at it. Just like apple juice color, like a cider color, real nice, golden, clear. Let's nose them up. See what they doing in here in the glass. That is really cool. The first thing that jump out at you is the apple aroma. Real nice. You get a little alcoholic heat there, and then you pick up the wood and some of the vanilla tones from the wood. This is kind of like the best of two worlds. If you like brandies, okay, but if you like bourbon, this is kind of like a fruit bourbon almost, so to speak. The noses is wonderful. Let's give it a taste. That's delicious. Now let me tell you, it's not sweet. It's a little natural sweetness, but it's not like you think it's going to be like apple juice or something, or apple cider. Oh, no. Not like that. Reminds you a lot of bourbon, though. The apple's kind of subtle, and that's the case with all these brandies. We reviewed Climax Moonshine, the Peach Lightning, and that's a peach brandy, and it's the same deal with that. Just a minimal touch of the fruit, the whisper of the fruit in there. You still know it's in there, but you're picking up, with this product here, you're picking up a lot of the neat notes from the charred barrel. Let's give it another round. Oh, the nose is just wonderful. This here 80 proof. They also make a 100 proof spirit. They also make a 12-year-old, and that takes 30 pounds of apples for a bottle. So they make a couple different spirits. Check them out on the internet. I think it's Laird and something, maybe Laird and Company, or you might, let me see here, so I ain't sounding like a knucklehead. LairdandCompany.com. And the company, they also import some other spirits, so you can check that out too. They've been around forever. This is a dynamite product. If you're a fan of bourbon and you're a fan of brandies and you like apples, you're going to love this product here. You can see how much I loved it over the past couple weeks since I bought the bottle. I've been nipping at it pretty steady. This here's a winner. Well made. And this is about as American as you get. Except for the apple pie, maybe. Alright. I'm Eman Booze. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, MainStreetDistilleries.com. Get yourself a bottle of this. Light up a fire. Get warm. And don't break your back on the snow shoveling. Bye, you all.